Hello and welcome back to Slow English, the channel where you learn English through simple, real stories. Today's story is called A Night at Bay Hotel. This is an A2 level story. The words are simple, the sentences are short, and I will speak slowly and clearly. The story is about a young woman called Emma. She is traveling alone for the first time. She arrives at a hotel late at night, tired, hungry, and a little nervous. Let's find out what happens. Are you ready? Let's begin. It was 10:30 at night. Emma stepped out of the taxi and looked up. The Bay Hotel was tall and modern, glass and steel, with warm lights glowing on every floor. A red and gold sign above the entrance said Bay Hotel. Two large potted plants stood on either side of the revolving door. Emma pulled her suitcase behind her and walked inside. The lobby was beautiful. The floor was white marble. There were comfortable sofas in the center and a large vase of white flowers on a round table. Soft music played in the background. A few other guests were sitting with drinks, talking quietly. Emma took a deep breath. She was tired. She had been traveling for 6 hours. Her train had been delayed by 40 minutes, and she had missed her dinner. But she was here now, and the hotel looked wonderful. She walked to the reception desk. A young man in a navy blue uniform smiled at her. Receptionist. Good evening. Welcome to Bay Hotel. How can I help you? Emma. Hello, I have a reservation. My name is Emma Clark. Receptionist. Of course. Let me check that for you. He typed on his computer. Receptionist. Yes, Emma Clark. A single room for 2 nights. Is that correct? Emma. Yes, that's right. Receptionist. Perfect. Can I see your ID, please? A passport or driving license? Emma. Of course. She took her passport from her bag and handed it over. The receptionist looked at the passport, typed something, and smiled. Receptionist. Thank you, Ms. Clark. I have you in room 412 on the 4th floor. It's a lovely room. It has a view of the bay. Emma. Oh, that sounds nice. Receptionist. Breakfast is served in the restaurant on the ground floor from 7 to 10 every morning. It's included in your booking. Emma. Great. What time is checkout? Receptionist. Checkout is at 11 o'clock, but if you need a late checkout, just let us know and we'll do our best to help. Emma. Thank you. Actually, I have one more question. Is the restaurant still open? I haven't eaten since lunch. The receptionist looked at the clock on the wall. Receptionist. The main restaurant closed at 10, I'm afraid, but our room service menu is available until midnight. You can order from your room. Emma. Perfect. Thank you so much. Receptionist. Of course. Here is your key card. He placed a small white card on the desk. The lifts are just behind you, on the left. Is there anything else I can help you with? Emma. No, I think that's everything. Thank you. Receptionist. Enjoy your stay, Miss Clark. Have a good night. Emma picked up the key card and her suitcase and walked toward the lifts. The lift opened on the 4th floor. Emma walked down a quiet, carpeted corridor, reading the room numbers. 408, 410, 412. She stopped. She tapped the key card against the door. A small green light appeared and the door clicked open. She pushed it open and stepped inside. The room was lovely. It was not very big, but it was clean and comfortable. There was a large bed with crisp white pillows and a soft grey blanket. A wooden desk sat beneath the window. A flat-screen television was mounted on the wall. Emma walked to the window and pulled back the curtain. Outside, she could see the bay. The water was dark and calm, and the lights of the city reflected on the surface like small stars. A few boats were moored quietly in the distance. "Oh, wow," she said softly. She stood at the window for a moment, just looking. Then her stomach made a noise. She laughed at herself. She needed to eat. She sat on the edge of the bed and picked up the room service menu from the bedside table. It was a small, laminated card. She read through it carefully. There was a club sandwich, a bowl of pasta, a cheese pizza, and a bowl of soup. There were also drinks, tea, coffee, juice, and sparkling water. She picked up the telephone on the bedside table and dialed 0 for reception. Room service. "Good evening, room service. How can I help you?" Emma. "Hello. I'd like to order some food, please. I'm in room 412. Room service. "Of course. What would you like?" Emma. "Could I have the club sandwich, please, and a pot of herbal tea?" Room service. "Certainly. Would you like anything else? Perhaps some chips on the side?" Emma. "Yes, please. That would be lovely." Room service. "Perfect. That will be about 20 minutes. Is there anything else?" Emma. "No, that's everything. Thank you." Room service. "Enjoy your evening." Emma put down the telephone and smiled. 20 minutes. She could wait 20 minutes. She opened her suitcase and took out her pajamas. She went to the bathroom to wash her face and brush her teeth. The bathroom was small but spotlessly clean. White tiles, soft towels, and a little basket of shampoo, shower gel, and soap. She changed into her pajamas and sat back on the bed. She turned on the television and found a quiet nature program. Soft music, slow shots of forests and rivers. Perfect for a tired evening. Exactly 19 minutes later, there was a knock at the door. Emma opened the door. A young woman in a hotel uniform stood there holding a tray. On the tray was the club sandwich, thick bread, chicken, lettuce and tomato, a bowl of golden chips, and a small teapot with a cup and saucer. Room service staff. "Good evening. Club sandwich and herbal tea for room 412. Emma. "Yes, thank you so much." Room service staff. "You're welcome. Enjoy your meal. Is there anything else you need?" Emma. "No, this is perfect. Thank you." Room service staff. "Have a lovely night." Emma brought the tray inside and set it on the wooden desk by the window. She sat down, looked out at the bay, and began to eat. The sandwich was delicious. The bread was fresh, the chicken was tender, and the chips were warm and crispy. She poured herself a cup of herbal tea and held it in both hands. Outside, the bay was still and quiet. A light rain had started, and the drops ran slowly down the glass. Emma ate slowly and peacefully. No rush, no noise, just the sound of the rain and the quiet music from the television. She thought about the day, the long train journey, the delayed train, the hunger, the tiredness. And now this. A warm room, a good meal, a beautiful view. Sometimes, she thought, traveling alone was the best thing in the world. After dinner, Emma put the tray outside her door for collection. She turned off the television, drew the curtain, and got into bed. The sheets were cool and fresh. The pillow was soft. The room was quiet. She set her alarm for 8 o'clock, enough time for a long shower before breakfast. She looked up at the dark ceiling for a moment. Tomorrow she would explore the city. She would find a good cafe for lunch. She would walk along the bay in the morning light. But that was tomorrow. Tonight, Emma closed her eyes, listened to the soft sound of rain on the window, and was asleep within minutes. And that is the end of today's story, A Night at Bay Hotel. I hope you enjoyed it. Hotel vocabulary is very useful when you travel. Today you heard words like check-in, keycard, room service, check-out, and reservation. These are words you will use in real life. Try listening again. And this time, pay attention to how Emma speaks to the receptionist and the room's service staff. That is exactly how you can speak in a hotel in English. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe and click the notification bell. A new story every week. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next time.